Say, Hunter,
Yes, sir.
I heard you watched the halftime show.
I did.
And you watched Kendrick Lamar put on the show there. Uh, there he was the musical guest. General thoughts on it?
Top 3 halftime show. Kendrick
Wow.
came out. Kendrick came out and killed that shit. And it has white people white conservatives very upset. So I know that it did its job. Like Kendrick killed that shit. Like, here's the thing. Like, we've talked about a little bit. Like, if you think Drake won the feud, you're a fucking idiot. There's no helping you. You're a fucking moron if you really think that Drake somehow, in any way, shape, or form, outperformed Kendrick. He did not. This is just Kendrick just salting the earth again, and just like at some point it's like, goddamn, like just don't fuck with Kendrick. Like, that should be a lesson for conservatives too. Like, Kendrick is not someone you want to be on your radar, because if he's this petty with one person, like, y'all need to leave his ass alone. But yeah, great halftime show. Fucking Samuel L. Jackson kicking it off, dressed as Uncle Sam. I was like, oh shit, let's go. Love that. SZA out there, looking like a whole fucking meal. My God, that woman is fine. I love the.
This was Samuel Jackson, Uncle Sam, right there, and let me go to SZA.
Yeah,
And this was SZA right there.
My God, that woman is perfect.
Some people said she was. You think she was lip syncing? Some people said that she was clearly lip syncing.
I don't think so. But and look at Kendrick in like fucking high-waisted jeans still doing that shit. like no fucks given, man. That's my goat right there. Fucking love Kendrick. But no, SZA killed the shit. So everyone knew he was gonna do not
Special
like
guest
that.
appearance from Serena Williams as well.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. So
right there.
when your ex is crip walking about a song that's calling you a pedophile, you've lost. You fucking lost, man. just like it's over. Like just and sorry, God, that woman, that is a that's a sister right there. But yeah, man, like it's just like, great shit all around. Great symbolism all around. I saw some people most again, white conservatives trying to be like, oh, it's like the worst halftime show ever. It's like, you clearly don't remember that one that No Doubt was on, or that Maroon 5 one, or that Katy Perry. What? Like, fuck off. It's not even like, yeah, come on, people, give me a fucking break. But the way that fucking Kendrick looked down the hard camera right before he said "Say Drake," and like you saw him laughing, cause like he knew he was gonna do it. It's just like,
well, the whole time, so the performance, because everybody's waiting for him to play it, not like us. Like, he's teasing it. He knows people are waiting for him to play it. He's teasing it throughout the performance. Like, oh, am I going to say it here? Am I going to do it here? Oh, no, wait, I'm going to do it here. You know what I mean? So he's
which was great. Yeah, fucking wonderful.
And then there's even, let me go to the moment there of when he does finally do it and kind of the lead up to it, when he actually does, because that was also, I think, a great moment as well there. But yeah, here it is right here.
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the flow. You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
Mm-hmm.
You really about to do it? Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Yeah.
Speak on it, Kendrick. Talk that shit. Like, the amount of people, again, conservative white people going like, oh my God, why didn't he use his platform to say more? I'm just like, man, like
didn't they get mad at that when Beyonce tried to do that?
Dude, right, fucking exactly, man. It's like, what do y'all want? Do you want him to just come out with like letters and spell the shit out? Like, he's trusting his audience to actually be able to read between the lines, because Kendrick actually trusts his audience, which is why he didn't say that, hey, Karl Malone molested a 13-year-old girl. That's why he says, I'm passing on his body like John Stockton. Like, you trust your audience to connect the dots, like, which is what an artist should fucking do. And Kendrick did that. And yeah, man, I thought this was just, I thought this was a masterclass, honestly. Like, I got every song I wanted. I got some DNA. I got some Humble.
So the set list here, I got it right here. So set list was in order. You got Squabble Up, you had Humble, you had DNA, you had Euphoria, which I think were people expecting Euphoria? Maybe.
I wasn't expecting Euphoria. I was actually very happy I got some Euphoria. I was like, oh shit, let's go.
Which I thought was the best song of the beef.
Interesting. Okay.
Then he did Man at the Garden, he did Peekaboo, he did
the arrangement for Man at the Garden was fucking incredible. That was very nice. Like that kind of like acapella version of it was very smooth. I really enjoyed that. Even that. Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna say, even that camera cut on Peekaboo where he like literally like pops up like Peekaboo. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, y'all are like, yeah, man. He nailed the shit. But sorry, continue.
So yeah, he did Man at the Garden, Peekaboo. Then he went into Luther. That's when you had the appearance of SZA there, who we already know SZA was going to be coming. That was also the guest appearance there that he already announced beforehand. Then he did also all the stars there.
Love that song.
Which if people guessed if he was going to do another song with SZA, it'd probably be All the Stars. That was a big one. That was off the Black Panther soundtrack. Then he did Not Like Us, and then he closed out the show with TV Off, which makes sense. I mean, I think it makes sense to close out with that. So you had, GNX, which was from his latest album. You had a lot of songs from there. You had some songs from Damn, and then you had some stuff from the Black Panther soundtrack there with SZA. So, is this a really good set list for you?
I don't like. If I'm being nitpicky, I would have liked maybe some backseat freestyle, or maybe some like Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Like, it would have been cool if you could snuck one of those in there. But I love the set list. Like, I thought it was a perfect blend of, like, you know, the hits Kendrick, but then going ahead and throwing in some of the best of GNX, which is a fantastic fucking album. So I couldn't even be mad at that. God, look at how happy he looks when he's hating. Just look at that smile. Look at that smile. Like,
and I'll play it to the moment when he does the Say Drake, because people are memeing that right now. That's a big.
Oh, meme. Dude, that's all my Blue Sky timeline is right now. It's Say Drake.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like
the crowd goes crazy. Like, the crowd is going crazy.
Dude, the crowd is like there for it, man. That's why it's been so funny to see people go like, oh man, worst halftime show ever. And like, I saw one a screenshot of a tweet, some old white conservative going, why don't they play popular music at the Super Bowl anymore? It's like, oh, I'm sorry, do you not hear this fucking crowd, you old fucker?
And I'm also gonna play the part where they do that, because the crowd went up for A minor part. They went up for that part, and I'm also gonna play that part.
Oh, he a freak though, man. Damn, tell him breathe.
And he's also wearing a lowercase a on his
for a, yeah, dude. He's an asshole, man. Like, I was laughing so hard because I looked, I was like, oh, the A. I was like, oh, Kendrick, come on. Like, so like last week, we didn't talk about it, at least on here, but got 5 Grammys for Not Like Us. The same amount of Grammys that Drake has his whole career, Kendrick got off one song calling Drake a pedophile. That alone is fucking amazing. But then anytime he went up on stage to accept the award, they would always cut it at the A minor, and every time everyone in that fucking arena was saying the A minor part. And I'm like, dude, like those are your contemporaries, man, singing that shit. Like, that's
Taylor Swift was going crazy. She was dancing.
She was going nuts. Yeah, her and Beyonce, like, fucking Dr. Dre give out high fives and shit. I'm just like, man, dude, you picked the wrong time, man. Like, again, I hope this is a lesson for people. Like, do not fuck with Kendrick, man. Like, he said we could. I will go further. I promise. And like, look, as someone who's been a fan of Kendrick since day one, I'm gonna be real, man. I didn't know he had this in him. Like, I knew he was an incredible artist. I knew he was an incredible MC, but the level of just petty, I severely underestimated. And it's honestly inspired me. Like, I need to be pettier. I need to be Kendrick levels of petty. So Tyler Perry, I'm coming for you, motherfucker. But like this shit, just yeah. What do you say? Except he's great. What do you say at this point?
What's up with these Draconio? Trying to see Compton in the street and Haiti. Bump them all in their mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. Been a crash on his body. I'm John Stockton. What? Beat your and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe. Paul, that's the bully the fro. Say Drake.
Smile, just right dead ass down the camera, man. Like,
Wow.
he looks so goddamn happy to just.
I gotta go back again. Hold on, let me do this.
It's so good. Oh man. Oh, I'm crying. Fuck.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe. Paul, that's the bully the fro. Say Drake.
Just
Wow.
biggest dude. He said he was the biggest hater, man, and I would not want to get on Kendrick's bad side, man. Like, if this is, yeah, man, like.
That look, that pose, that look,
that pose. This will be memed for so long. Like I mean, you're already seeing it, but it's just it's so goddamn funny, man. Yeah. I leave Kendrick alone, people. Like, leave his ass alone. Because
and let me get to the A minor part there. Hold on, let me see. I think it was right around here. I think right here. Let me see.
I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
That's the whole
like
stadium.
That's the stadium, man.
They went up at that part.
They were.
Let me go wilder here, but yeah, they went up at that part.
Like, they were ready.
Certified. I'm on them tough. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Oh wow, man! Like, come on,
Just yeah, and Serena's fine ass crip walking. Like, dude, you lost, man. And just
and the important of like why? I mean, one, Serena is from Compton.
She is.
She is from Compton, LA. There. But also she did have a personal relationship with Drake. She did date Drake. I don't know how long. I don't think they dated.
It wasn't long. I think it was like a couple months. But then also, you know, Drake called her husband a groupie.
Yeah,
and like a simp for her, which, you know, you're hiding out in Australia, hiding away from everyone, like, who's really winning. But did you see that fucking like WWE shit Drake was trying to pull, like the bullet hole? Like it's like, dude, like you are in your feelings, man. Like, you are just like, you are so salty. It's unbelievable. I guess Drake has a new record coming out, I think this weekend.
with Party Next Door, they're doing a record again, and people said that would be kind of the true test if people really did stop fucking with Drake, because people like Party Next Door. People would want to see him in a record like that with him and Party Next Door do a collab project together. So we'll see what the reaction to that is after all this.
I've been saying it, man. I think Drake is punch drunk at this point, man. Like, I think this feud just, I think I really do believe Kendrick snatched the soul out of him, man. Like, I think he just, because the Heart Part 6 that Drake put out, man, like, Drake just sounds defeated, man. And I think he knows. In between that and fucking DJ Academics Academics, that's right. Yeah. Being banned of academic, whatever. Getting banned off Twitch for what he did. It's just like, like the OV hoes are taking a lot of L's right now, and I just like the music Drake has been like. Let's call it what it is, man. I don't think Drake has put out a good record in. Fuck. When was Scorpion? Was that 2016?
No, that was like 2022. I want to say Scorpion was.
Okay, I gotta look it up now. I'm actually, let's see, Drake album.
Oh wow, you are right. It was 2018. I thought it was way.
Oh, what was it? 2018. God damn. Okay, so dude, I don't think he's put out an album. Actually, and I think More Life is is crap. So I like it's probably maybe Scorpions, maybe Views. Maybe Views is like the last good album.
Yeah, I think that's
like-
probably the last solid one.
Like it's been a minute, man. That's 9 years. That's 9 years of putting out not good shit. Because, like I said, I think More Life is absolute garbage. Certified Lover Boy is offensively bad. Like the Dark Lane demo tapes, whatever. I just, like I said, man, I just don't think Drake will keep flooding the market. And he'll get, he'll have his stands that will ride for him no matter what. Because I still have people, I still see people saying, like, Drake won. Like, Kendrick needed Drake to, like fuck off. But it's going to be interesting, man. Because can Drake still put out, a good album? History right now is saying no. He's actually at a point where he's kind of 50-50, because I would say, because look, I'm not gonna sit here and say Drake never put out good music. I'm not, I'm always fair. Like
You're not that much of a hater.
No, because like I do, I think back to like something like Thank Me Later. I thought that was a great debut album. I think if you're reading this, it's too late. I think that's Drake at the peak of his powers, but that's also 2015. Quantity does not always equal quality, and I think that's what Drake has the trap he's fallen to. It's just he floods the market with all his shit so that it's always streaming, but it's not quality. And I don't know. I don't know if Drake really cares, to be honest, if he's even putting out good music anymore. And I think that might be the issue. It's just about putting out music, not putting out good music. So I don't know, man. Like I'm curious what the reception will be to his new album, but I'm not like there's not a part of me that's excited for it or really thinks it'll be good, or because like For All the Dogs is so bad. like it's such a bad album. I just like I said, I just don't think he cares at this point. I think he thinks anyone who's trying to like criticize it, like that's what was so cool about Drake when he first started. It was like all these people were like, oh, it's this, it's the motherfucker from Degrassi in the wheelchair trying to rap, and he just let that shit roll off his back and kind of push through it to a point where people like myself were thinking, oh shit, Drake is so unbothered. He can just push through that criticism and make good shit. And I think after that Rihanna shit, man, after he couldn't lock her down, I think he just got so sensitive, man. And
when was that? That was like 20 after Views. Was that?
Yeah. I mean, that would have been right around Take Care. So yeah, so like 20, like so probably
13?
20, yeah, probably around 2013.
Okay.
I just think that after he couldn't lock her down, I think he just got so sensitive. Because let's be real, man, some of the shit he said about Rihanna has been fucking vile. Like, and he's not been checked nearly enough for that. And that's not including before we even get to the Megan Thee Stallion shit that he pulled. So Drake has just been in his feelings and has been like, let's call it as a little bitch for a minute. And he doesn't seem to have that ability anymore to just push through shit. So, maybe
he's crashing out on LeBron, crashing on DeMar DeRozan.
Dude, yeah, I know. I'm just like, dude, these are NBA players. Like, what do you, what is your problem, man? I'm like, you know. So I think at some point it's time to call what it is. And that fucking that Hey There Delilah remix that he put
Oh yeah,
out, dude, that shit. I was like,
I
oh
thought that was
man.
AI at first. I thought somebody
I
put
thought
that.
the exact same fucking thing. I was like, this can't be a real song. And I saw that was it was on his official like Instagram. I was like, oh no, my he is spiraling. So I don't know if he can make music like great music anymore. Um if this album's good, credit where it's due. I'll give him his props, but um I also don't think this feud will end at any point. I think Drake will take subliminal shots. Will Kendrick respond? Uh we'll see, but I also think that Kendrick at this point I think he's more than proven his point. To be
Yeah.
honest, I don't think Kendrick really needs to say anything else to Drake, but Drake might poke the bear more just because of his pride, because his ego's been bruised. Uh,
I mean, yeah, after the Pusha T thing, I mean, they just went to subliminals, him just throwing shots at
yeah,
that, and
yeah, exactly. But also like the fact he won't have like you can't wear Kendrick shit to like his concerts or like actively like screening fans to make sure they're not doing that and making sure you're not wearing like anything TD into his concerts. It's like, dude, it's like you are just like you are losing it. Like, so I don't know, man. I think I think the fact that Drake is just this sensitive at this point, um, put that effort into your pen work, man. Like it was very hilarious to hear him on the Heart Park 6 be like, oh yeah, this was a good like exhibition. It was good to get the pen working again. It's like your pen hasn't been working for a minute, man. And this was before the feud. So
did you
like,
like the fighting Irish freestyle?
no. That's the other thing too, is like he keeps pulling these songs. So it's like you clearly don't like them if you don't keep them up. Like
Mm.
he's even pulled the Heart Part 6. It's like what are you like what's the point of all this for you now? Like you say you're the GOAT, you say that you're, one of the best to ever do it. Do something. And he's been doing a whole lot of nothing. And at some point it's like, all right, like maybe you weren't as good as you thought you were. Um and I think we're learning that like in real time. But yeah, yeah. Put out something good, Drake. Shit.
So yeah, we'll see. I think that comes out. It's supposed to come out this week,
I
or
think it's this week.
it's supposed to. So we'll see there.
Oh, and he's
Uh,
beefing with DJ Khaled now too. Apparently, like who isn't Drake beefing with? Like I think he's beefing with the real pineapple at this point. Like maybe I just don't know it. But yeah, man, it's just you know.
uh, yeah, but back to this Kendrick Lamar performance here at the halftime show. So he said this at the start of his show, which I thought was interesting. I want to get your take on it right here.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy.
Yeah, what do you think he meant by that? And
I
what do you think the overall theme of his halftime show was?
resist. I mean, you have black people dressed up in the colors of the American flag. Black people literally carrying America on their backs. Like it's a let's call it what it is, man. This administration has been shitty, to put it mildly. Um, Trump pulling all the, saying like Black Lives Matter flags can't be flown at government buildings. Fucking, pride flags can't be flown. Like he's targeting anyone who's not a white conservative white conservative male, pardon me, because he's targeting women too. Which if y'all had actually read up on DEI, you would fucking know that. But that's what Trump
And
has
he
been,
was at attendance at the game as
and
well.
got booed to high heaven, which good. Because I saw that, that Fox apparently turned down the mics because, of course, they fucking did. But yeah, I saw some actual footage of people who were at the Super Bowl, and he got booed. He got booed as shit. Which again, good. He should. But yeah, that's the message I took. Like black people, like we've always persevered even when things have been at our dark at our darkest, and we've always lifted this country up. Fuck, we built this country, and um, that's why I've been telling my friends, whether they're members of the LGBTQ community, whether they're black like me, whether they're women, that we have to resist, we have to persevere, we have to keep checking people. That's really one of the big messages from the GNX album as a whole. And so he brought that message to the halftime show and used his stage, used his platform as an incredible space to go ahead and represent that. So that's what I took away from it.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was a good performance there. At times it seemed like the music was louder than him.
So okay, that's not on him. I noticed that from like the beginning of the, even when Lady Gaga was out there, Jean Baptiste was out there. Like the audio scene, like it's so weird. Like you would think for the fucking Super Bowl, as much as they're charging for tickets, that they would get their audio, they get their audio in line. But yeah, there are some times the audio just seemed like low, which is again shitty considering how much you're charging for tickets. So I don't know, but
Yeah. How'd you like the national anthem? Did you like the national anthem?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot what was the guy's name again? I've seen him before. He had a good documentary to come out. I think wasn't that nominated for an Oscar, the documentary?
it was, yeah, Jean Baptiste. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what was the title of it. I don't remember the name.
Oh, you got me. I can't.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. I can literally picture the fucking cover, and I can't.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I heard it's really good though. I heard it's very, very good. I didn't get a chance to see the national anthem, but yeah. On our rating scale, how would you rate the Kendrick Lamar halftime show?
peak.
Peak. Okay.
Dude, I loved it, man. Like it was. Like I said, he played really every song I wanted. Um, I was waiting to see what he would do message wise. I think he nailed the message. The moment I saw Samuel L. Jackson, I was like, oh shit, okay, him as Uncle Sam. But again, they're going to be people who don't get, a black man being Uncle Sam, independent of the actor. And that symbolism is going to go over people's heads. And unfortunately, it has. I've seen a lot of people be like, why is Sam Jackson Uncle Sam? It's just like, oh my God, people. It's like do you need it? Like, can y'all critically think? Like, do you need everyone to spell things out for you? Like, just take, like, come on, people. Like, he's giving you the breadcrumbs. Just follow him. But, yeah, for me, peak. Yeah, absolutely adored it.
Yeah. I would give it a good tune in. I think the audio issues were a little bit of a problem there. I love the staging, I love the production of it. That was also really good. The song choices were really good there. Like you said, he could have thrown in some stuff from the Good Kid, Mad City days. He could have thrown in Backstreet Freestyle. He could have thrown in something like "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." He could have thrown in something like maybe "Poetic Justice." At least a few more songs from his Good Kid, Mad City era as well. Because when you think about the bangers of Kendrick Lamar, like the good radio hits, because I think Good Kid, Mad City is still in the Billboard Top 100. I
I
think
believe it is. Yeah.
it's still there. So just more of those. I mean, it was just okay. Yeah, I mean, I love GNX. I think it's a great album. It's insanely playable. It's only like 44 minutes. It's like the face.
It's a very quick, like, yeah, it's a very fun listen. Admit, like, I think that's the thing that people are like kind of getting lost in is like, I love Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It is not it's kind of like when I listen to Man on the Moon. Like, I need to be in the mood to listen to Man on the Moon because like that's just a heavy fucking album, and Mr. Morale is a heavy fucking album. Like, it's got some, it's got in like N95 and some more radio friendly stuff on there, but it is more of a dense album. I think GNX is kind of that perfect blend that I think Kendrick was trying to strike between something like Damn and Miss Morale. Yeah, so, but yeah, to your point though, I do agree with that. I could have used like a song, like it would have been cool if we got like Money Trees. Like
Oh
Money
yeah,
Trees would have been a good song to kind of put in there, but with that said, with what I got, I really can't complain. So
yeah. Each song flowed into each other pretty nicely. I thought. So that was also good. The background, the dancers, that was really good.
they crushed it.
I thought that was fantastic. Ending on TV off was I thought really good there.
Was perfect. Yeah, with the game over and the lights.
with the game over in lights there.
Oh, such a petty bitch. He's so. I mean, no, you're not a bitch. Don't yell at me, Kendrick. You're great. You're great. You're tall and amazing. And please,
Game over. I
Yeah,
mean, multiple meanings there with game over.
yeah. Just like I'm done playing with you, motherfucker. Game over.
Yeah, and
Oh
he's even got
god.
that smile at the end too. There, that wicked smile there at
Because
the
he
end.
knows you killed that shit. He knows.
Boom.
Yeah, just
He's like,
like
yeah,
fuck you.
yeah. He's like, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
god. So good. So
yeah.
good.
But I thought it was a solid. I mean, what do you rank it amongst? I don't want you to think about it. I mean, you haven't seen every single Super Bowl halftime show, but
I've seen most of them though at this point. So I mean,
what
like, I mean,
stronger tier, lower tier, mid
oh,
tier,
stronger tier. Like
stronger
it. I
tier.
mean, it's top 5 at worst for me. Um, yeah, it's top. It's top 5 at worst. It's probably top 3, honestly. Because like I think of like this, and then the um, this is probably number 2.
Number one is
Maybe
Maroon
the
5 for you.
I god damn it, no. God, that's such a bad, like, I don't think people even like remember how bad the halftime show is. That's such a bad halftime show. The SpongeBob part was the best part. But I still think that Dr. Dre, Mary J, Snoop, Fitty, Kendrick, one is probably my favorite still. But this is probably 2 or 3. So yeah, enjoy this a lot.
Yeah. In recent memory, just think about the recent ones we've had. I think it's one of the better ones. I mean, it's better than the Shakira one. It's better than the Weekend one. I know I keep beating up on the Weekend.
I know you, man. I know you've been kind of harping on that Weekend one. Like,
Yeah, I didn't. I love Weekend as an artist. I do love
yeah,
him
I
as
do
an artist,
too.
his music, but that was I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, it was
Maybe his music
okay.
just didn't fit with the Super Bowl. It
You
just
know what though, man? Like there are certain artists like okay, I'll give you an example. Like I love Sting as an artist. I think Sting is an amazing musician. I would never see Sting at a stadium show because I don't think his music is not like built for a stadium. I'd see Sting at like a House of Blues or something like that. I feel like that's where the Weekend, like I think the Weekend in like a House of Blues type setting, I think that shit would fucking crush. But a stadium show at the Weekend, eh.
yeah. It just didn't really fit there with it. But I love him as an artist. I haven't listened to his new album, but I heard his new album is really good. Hurry Up Tomorrow. I heard it's really
I
good.
haven't checked it out yet either. That's on the list. But
And I heard he threw some shots at Drake on it too as well. With Hurry Up.
oh, perfect. Well, even more reason for me to listen.
Yeah. So great halftime show, Kendrick Lamar. Did it meet your expectations? Exceed expectations?
Oh, it exceeded. Like,
Okay.
and I had my bar high too. The thing is too, and I know a lot of people, because I thought Lady Gaga's halftime show was fucking great. I actually love her halftime show, but I know some people were kind of like, "Where's like?" I feel like some people were expecting like, like pyrotechnics and all this shit, and I was just like just because something is more simple doesn't mean it's not great. I thought the actual pyro where Kendrick would normally say pedophile, I thought was fucking very clever and very well placed. So I was like, okay. I was like, that was good. I see what you did there. But
And I think they bleeped him out a few times. I think he did actually end up saying some curse, but I think they bleeped him.
oh, did they? Because I was kind of listening for that. Because I'll be real, man. I was sitting there, I was like, man, Kendrick cusses a lot in this shit. That's got to be a rotating clock in your brain, being like, okay, can't say the N word here, can't say this here, but I thought for the most part, like, I was listening for it, and I really didn't catch anything, but I do think they might have bleeped them once or twice, to your point, but
Yeah. But I was like, yeah, I commented that in a group chat. I was like, man, the restraint and the ability not to say any of these words
dude,
is
right?
amazing. It's like even I know you rehearse it. I know I get you rehearse this, but damn, I mean, like that ability to with all these curse words, all these songs, like jabroni ass, you know what I mean? Not to say ass, but just to say, you know what I mean, jabroni homie or whatever.
Yeah, like you
You
got to
know,
be careful, man. But like props to him, man, because I thought Come on, off not like this, man. Like that's such a hard like I bet you that's why he didn't do too much Euphoria. Because there's that point where he gets to that second verse and he just like, I hate the way you walk, the way you, and it's like, oh shit, that could have gotten, he might have slipped up there. But yeah, I had a blast with this halftime show. I will be watching again before I go to bed.
And yeah, and like you said, I mean, you do have the typical suspects there, who are mad about the halftime show. These are pretty much people you'll see in your replies, with it there, saying the worst halftime show ever. Yeah. And I gotta think of some of it is, especially on Facebook. It's like, are these most of these people bots or something? Because they say the same, like literally the
Oh
same.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
so
got to be
much.
bot.
Oh yeah, dude, there's so much of that, man. Like, and I'll be real, man. I'm at a point, man, where I'm overseeing like white people on that shit because that's all I'm seeing. It's just like, oh, one of the worst halftime shows ever. It's like, oh, really? Like, really, Susan? This is one of the worst halftime show. Like, go fuck yourself. So it's a lot of bots trying to push that narrative and
It's
that
like when
bullshit.
Beyonce won Best Country Album and Best Album of the Year. Like it was like literally like the same replies under the different post of this is a slap in the face. And I'm like,
Wait,
it's no way every single post is a person saying the same wording.
which by the way, white people, country music, its origins are rooted in blues music, which was founded by us. So shut the fuck up. Um, that's so goddamn stupid. And I'm not even a Beyonce fan, but the amount of people I like what, like Beyonce can't do a country album, but you fucking let Machine Gun Kelly switch genres for the 8th fucking time, and he can do fucking country, and no one said shit. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Nah, I'm so happy Beyonce won because oh man, seeing so many people freak out like she'll never be country. Apparently she is.
Hey, got the award.
Yeah, got the award and won album of the year, which again, not even as someone who does not like Beyonce as an artist, I can acknowledge that Lemonade should have probably won album of the year that year. I can't remember what she lost to. I think didn't she lose to Beck that year?
Yeah, because that's when Kanye went up. It's like Beyonce had the best album
And,
of all
and, and,
time.
and let me be clear, I'm a Beck fan, and even I thought that was bullshit. So like come on, people. Like give us a
Yeah.
fucking break.
Yeah, because I do. Yeah, I remember that was that year that Kanye went up there and did that thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
but I love Lemonade. I think
Lemonade's a great album, man. Again, credit where it's due, man. But by the way, like Kanye, dude, just get off socials, brother. Like I know you've just lost it, man. But goddamn, Kanye, like it's sad, man. Like that's what happens when you run all your family and friends off, man. Like when John Legend is even done talking to your ass, man, like that might you might need to reevaluate why people don't want to talk to you, man. But yeah, fucking sad, man.